2022. What the this year. This freaking year. Ah! Okay, so I'm back. Today's video is just gonna be a bit of a recap of this year. You might have recalled that my first video of this year was on January 1st, called My New Year's Resolutions. In this video, I will be reviewing them and seeing which ones I followed and which ones I did not. Oh my god, I've got some notes already. I've had a lot of time now that school's off, so I've just been preparing for this video. I have been preparing for this moment. And I promise that I'm going to do a lot of videos and possibly some vlogs throughout this holidays instead of just me talking to a phone. Alright, so yes, I've written down that the goals for this video will be to summarize 2022, review my goals, and plan for next year. Now, when I say plan for next year, it's not going to be my New Year's resolutions for 2023. That will be a separate video that I will try post on the new year, either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, similar to what I did last year. But for now, I'll probably just focus on a rough picture of what next year's gonna look like, and then also like what this holiday is gonna look like, because this is my first free time in so long. So yeah, I have a few goals for this holidays. So yeah, let's start. Okay, first of all, my life is not a straight path. My life has just kept changing this year, and things almost never go to plan. And at this point of the year, I've just learned to accept that and learn to adapt, I guess, to the situations that life literally throws at me. Okay, so when I wrote my New Year's resolutions for 2022, I thought doing these things would make me happier, and I thought that if I didn't do all of these things, I would be still be in a bad place, and that I'd be really unsatisfied with my life. That's what I thought if I didn't do these things. But I didn't do all of them. My life turned out very differently than I had hoped for, and I am so happy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so happy. I am in such a better place than what I was when I made that video. I've learned a lot this year, and I have a feeling that next year is going to be another really big year for me. I will be in grade 11 next year, which means that I get to choose all of my subjects at school. I'm doing literature, maths methods, and music and Japanese drama, and then for my 6th subject I'm actually going to do a Head Start uni course on Japanese from the University of Sunshine Coast, which is really exciting because it goes towards my ATAR and my degree when I leave school. So yeah, and then also I'm turning 16, so that means a lot for me. One of the things that it does mean is that I'm going to be learning to drive. So yeah, one of my goals this holidays is to look over the road rules and just get a bit of theory into my head to prepare me for next year. Anyways, let's review what my goals actually were for this year. Number 1, you can look back at these things from my last video, by the way. So yeah, number 1 was to get a part-time job. I got fired. Don't worry guys, I'm fine. So I was really sick this year as well. Not as bad as how I used to get sick, but there would just be times like where I'd get sick, like even for just like a week or less, but it would happen frequently, especially in the first half of the year. And I had a job, and because I made a video on it, but yeah, so that job was fine. My manager was a little bit of a bitch. Is it safe to say that? I think so. Yeah, so my manager was a little bit of a bitch, and she always used to complain how they were so low on staff, yet she kept firing everyone. And basically how I got fired was I was sick and I called in sick for work, I think like twice or 3 times in a row. Mind you, I called a few days before, so I could have been better, but I was just, because I can't predict when I'm going to be sick, right? But I let them know as soon as possible so that they could plan someone to take my place, because obviously I wasn't gonna like call in sick on the day and like wait to see how I was feeling. I was gonna be like, okay, just to be safe, I'm gonna say yeah. So I thought that I was being helpful, right? But apparently I wasn't calling in soon enough that I was sick, even though it was like 1 or 2 days before my shift. And basically my manager was mad at me because I should have let them know sooner, even though, as I said, I can't predict when I'm gonna be sick. But yeah, so she was really mad at me for that. And then the way she fired me was she removed me from the group chat, and that was the last I ever heard of anyone from my work. Because what that means, being removed from the group chat was where they posted the rosters. And so without being in the group chat, I couldn't see the roster. So yeah, that's how I was fired. They didn't even tell me I was fired, they just removed me. A job was a good experience. I think it was good for me to have a little bit of a taste of what hospitality is like, but you know what? It's not for me. It's really not for me, because I am not a people person. I hate people so much, and especially lately, I have been getting really anxious around people. I don't exactly know why, but it's a bit of a problem. I've been like seeing my psychologist about it, and she's just like, not sure why that is, but I just get like, just when I'm in public, when someone walks past me and then they like look at me, I just go like, please stop looking at me, please. Like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but I get like scared of people. And then when I was working, like obviously there were a lot of Karens, so I was like shitting my pants scared. Not literally, don't take that literally, please. But yeah, I'm glad I did it, but I'm also kind of glad that I got fired, because I had a lot more time on my hands, because I had school 5 days a week, and then the 2 days that I wasn't at school I was working. So I had a few days off, and even though I wasn't earning any money anymore, my parents and I came to an agreement where they would pay me, I'm not going to say how much, but a fair amount of money per week if I worked on the things that I wanted to do when I leave school, so like Japanese and music and stuff. So if I worked on those skills every week, then they would give me an allowance basically, and that is still happening. Every Friday they transfer money to me, so it's not as much as before, but it's enough. It's honestly enough. So yeah, financially I'm doing great. The second thing on the list was to practice saxophone and piano. Let's just say, yeah, I didn't do that, and I feel really bad, but like this year was just so busy, and that if I wasn't at school and if I wasn't studying, if I wasn't at like extracurricular activities, I would be resting and I would be taking time off. I wouldn't be practicing, I wouldn't be putting another thing to do onto my schedule, if that makes sense. Next thing was to be more organized, and actually, especially in the last term of school, I was extremely organized, and I'm really proud of myself because I got all my assignments done really early in the term, and so I was just like so chill, because I got sick for about like 2 or 3 weeks this term, term 4, and by that time I was sick, I had already done like 5 of my assignments, which is like most of them, and then the only thing I was behind in was maths, but like, what can you do? Maths just gives you so much homework, and yeah. But I think I ended up passing the exam, so that's a win. Okay, the next one was to follow my workout routine and stay consistent. Now, back then, the only exercises that I did were like home workouts and running, and that was it. And I didn't stay consistent with that. I did with running for a little bit, but just with working out at home in this tiny bedroom, it was a bit of a... But in August, I started going to the gym. And because I went on this 1 month camp at my school called Guga in August, and so I only had like a few sessions at the gym before I actually went on camp for a month. But then when I came back in September, I have just been going to the gym every week since then, and I'm obsessed. I'm literally a gym rat now. So how I exercise with weight, because I'm focusing on like losing a bit of weight, and then I need to strength train as well to tone my body. So I do a lot of strength training in the gym now, and then also I still do a lot of cardio, but it's like with machines. So like I do the stair climber for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then I also like run on the treadmill or do like incline walking, and that's pretty much it. And then also like now on the holidays, because I have more time, I walk home from the gym. So my gym is probably about 5 kilometers away from my house, and I just walk home, and it's great. I get so much exercise and I just lose weight. Yeah, which is another thing. Because it's still November when I'm recording this, but it's like the 29th or something. But on like the 10th of November, I started this, I subscribed to this like app sort of thing, and I started counting calories, and I started like tracking on my Fitbit my exercise, and I have been losing weight, which is great because I've been trying to do that for years. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Next one was to work hard in school. I wasn't A grade at like science or maths, but I was the most outstanding. Well, they call it, it's basically just the top of music. I was the top of music. They gave me an award for being the top of music. So yeah, read at least 15 books. Now, I actually have read like quite a few books, but let me just give me a second to try and count how many I've actually read. I've read 14 books so far. I've read 14 books, and then there's still 1 more month of this year, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna meet my goal, so that's great. Yeah, because when I was sick, I was just reading. So yeah, wow, I've actually read 14 books so far. And then there's just a lot of things that was, I don't need to mention, like not that it's like inappropriate, but it's just like, I don't know, clean room and take herbs and stuff, and I don't know, you don't want to hear about that. So moving on, this next one, one of my goals was to try not to think about romantic relationships. I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend now, so failed that, but really happy that I failed that, you know? I'm dating the boy I've been in love with since I was like 5. Wow. Hi, Ethan. Yeah, so I failed that, but I don't care. I really don't care. Next one is to improve my cooking. And honestly, I make some pretty good meals, if I do say so myself. I love cooking meals for myself. Just like salads and like, I don't know, like, just, I like cooking. I love cooking now. I cook my dinners. I prefer to cook my dinners instead of someone else cooking them for me. I prefer, because obviously like I track my calories, so I kind of have to anyway, but like, I don't know, I love cooking. Then the last one was to avoid drama at school. Like, I did pretty well at avoiding out of class but like still in school drama, like break time drama, because for most of my breaks, like, I'm not a people person, as I kept saying. Sometimes I just can't deal with people, and so I just sit by myself and I'm fine. I'm like, that's just where I want to be, you know? It's not like I don't like my friends. I'm just an introvert, bro. I love being alone. So at breaks, I would sometimes sit at the library and just study or read, and I was like perfectly happy, to be honest. So in regards to like break time drama, I just had no idea what was going on. All in all, 2022 did not go how I expected it, like at all, but I'm very happy how it turned out. I am so happy. So basically, I'm gonna try and do like a weekly vlog or like a weekly check-in or something this holidays, just because I don't know. I don't care if anyone watches this or if anyone like just doesn't watch this. I don't care. I don't know. I like posting stuff. So I'm gonna vlog my weeks in the holidays, and then New Year's I will tell you my New Year's resolutions. So that's the plan. Thank you for watching. Glad to be back. Hope you have a great holidays. I'll see you in the next video.